there might be a ninth planet in the solar system after all, and it is not Pluto. Two astronomers reported on Wednesday that they had compelling signs of something bigger and farther away, something that would satisfy the current definition of a planet, where Pluto falls short. "We are pretty sure there's one out there," said Michael E. Brown, a professor of planetary astronomy at the California Institute of Technology. What Dr. Brown and a fellow Caltech professor, Konstantin Batygin, have not done is actually find that planet, so it would be premature to start revising mnemonics of the planets. In a paper published in the Astronomical Journal, Dr. Brown and Dr. Batygin laid out a detailed circumstantial argument for the planet's existence in what astronomers have observed, a half-dozen small bodies in distant elliptical orbits. What is striking, the scientists said, is that the orbits of all six loop outward in the same quadrant of the solar system and are tilted at about the same angle. The odds of that happening by chance are about 1 in 14,000, Dr. Batygin said. A ninth planet could be gravitationally herding them into these orbits. For the calculations to work, the planet would be at least unequal to Earth, and most likely much bigger, perhaps a mini Neptune, with a small but thick atmosphere surrounding a rocky core and mass about 10 times that of Earth. That would be 4,500 times the mass of Pluto. Pluto, at its most distant, is 4.6 billion miles from the Sun. The potential ninth planet, at its closest, would be about 20 billion miles away. At its farthest, it could be 100 billion miles away. One trip around the Sun would take 10,000 to 20,000 years. "We have pretty good constraints on its orbit," Dr. Brown said. "What we don't know is where it is in its orbit, which is too bad." The computer simulations showed that the planet swept up the Kuiper belt objects and placed them only temporarily in the elliptical orbits. Another strange result in the simulations, a few Kuiper belt objects were knocked into orbits perpendicular to those of the planets. Dr. Brown remembered that 5 objects had been found in perpendicular orbits. "They're exactly where we predicted them to be," he said. Dr. Morbidelli said a possible ninth planet could be the core of a gas giant that started forming during the infancy of the solar system. A close pass to Jupiter could have ejected it. Back then, the Sun resided in a dense cluster of stars, and the gravitational jostling could have prevented the planet from escaping to interstellar space. "I think they're onto something real," he said. "I would bet money. I would bet $10,000. Dr. Brown said that he had begun searching for the planet, and that he thought he would be able to find it within 5 years. Other astronomers will most likely also scan that swathe of the night sky. If the planet exists, it would easily meet the definition of planet, Dr. Brown said. There are some truly dominant bodies in the solar system, and they are pushing around everything else, Dr. Brown said. This is what we mean when we say planet.